Are you kidding me? For the second time, I did not push the record button. I guess I'm not supposed to talk about what I was talking about. But they wanted to let me know something, apparently. So I'll just put these cards that I had out right back in because that message was for me. That was real nice. Well, that didn't go to plan. That did not go to plan at all. I was trying to read cards through the 777 portal. And not only did I not hit the record button once, I did it twice. As I was just talking and talking away to myself because I needed that message. But what did I say? I said, well, that did not go as planned. So somebody's plans are not going to plan. Let's see about it. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, somebody's planned. Somebody's made some investments into things. And they may not be seeing any productivity, any movement, any action, any profit. Because they got the ball in motion, but at this point, it's a ball that was rolling and hit a rock or hit a bump, and the movement has stopped. Yeah, the movement has stopped. Come to a complete standstill. Production has come to a standstill. But it says everything is fine. And that kind of makes me think about what I was saying in the reading pre hitting the record button. And it's like somebody may be trying to make some kind of plan to end something or end somebody. But even those plans are coming to a standstill. This person remains fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Yeah, they may have been attacked at points or in some ways, and somebody may have sent their feelers out, but ain't no harm come to this person. And maybe somebody wants to because they're affecting the bottom dollar. Holla. However, like I said, production is at standstill, and these plans are at a halt, at a standstill. And it's like somebody may have multiple ventures. They may have like different venues or shops or fronts, maybe cities or locations that they're working out of. And they primarily have one business that is their cash crop, but they have other things going on, other streams of income. But now they also got something else to worry about because they got some problems sneaking up here behind them, whose attention requires them to look away from business, the things that are fruitful. This little peon, this little annoying peon, because I got to take the time to worry about what's going on here. Like, in order to worry about this little nothing over here, I have to turn my back on all of my profits and all of my businesses and all of the things that I would rather be focusing on. And it's kind of irritating. It's irritating. They're underestimating this person. This person is doing all of their work from their phone. So they think that this person is nothing. They ain't nothing but an annoyance, a little mosquito. However, like I said, they have sent out things to slow down or stop this person, but none of it's working. Whether or not they have sent people or sent magic, They may have slowed them down and made them tired, but that's all they've accomplished. Look at this phone still. Click, 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 click. Laying there. Thank you for making me tired and having me lay on my couch. It gave me more work. I got more work done. Death. And that's what they're contemplating. How are we gonna get rid of this broad who seems to be fine every time we do something? It doesn't have to be a broad, but look, there's a lady. Don't be offended because I said broad. Grow up. How are we gonna get rid of this person who seems to be fine every time we try to do them in? One thing that they have, I don't guess, I'm hearing one thing that they have to worry about or be concerned about, which is, that was not my intention to say that, but worry and concern came across, so I guess I'm gonna say it. One thing they need to worry about and be concerned about is that death, the dark side, has been with this person from childhood through adulthood, right? So if you're sending any like dark magic attacks, whatever you're sending is on their side, broski. It's not working. And that's why sometimes these people be getting hit. They get hit with the arrows that they send. Because look at that guy right there. That guy got laid out. He was sent to hurt the innocent. But the person who was making the demands, the person with the power, see that crown next to him, is the one that actually ended up falling out. There's a mutual respect here between the person who these attacks are sent after and the ones being sent. You can call it death. You can call it demons. You can just simply say black magic. But there's some kind of true and honest respect between the supposed projected victim, who will never be a victim, because anything that is sent their way will end up biting the person who sent it right in the ass. For this is not for everybody, but for some people, there's an organized crime group who has sent a 1% biker group to harm somebody. And they're just like, they're not going to, because they have a respect for the person that they've been sent after. We have the Six of Cups here. For some of you, somebody is manipulating or trying to tempt a child. This could go a bunch of different ways. This could go due to the fact that these people could be involved in trafficking, and some of them are kidnapping children. This could be that people that are sent towards you or sent to harm you may either go way back with you, and so there's some kind of sense of familiarity and loyalty, or they feel this past life connection with you, and they're not going to do you in like that. They're not. For some people, your own children could be poisoned against you. being tempted by shiny, pretty things and the goodies of this world. They're not really sure if they should take it, but it's just so tempting. Somebody may try to persuade them to tell the truth about something. Like, just tell the truth, tell the truth. Knowing dang well that truth they want them to tell is a lie. We have the lovers. So some of these people, whether it's a past life connection or your own children or your parents even, uh, some of these people who have been poisoned against you or tempted are all of a sudden having this moment of clarity, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And they realize how dear this connection is to them, and they realize the gravity of the choice. Like, I feel like some of these people were either slowly convinced or influenced to go against you. Some of them were intimidated to go against you, but it was to the extent where it either crept up on them or they felt like they had no choice. But now these people are getting this sudden bolt of clarity, like, what am I doing to this person who I care about? Who is a good person, who's a fucking angel. And they are realizing that there's a choice. And because the Almighty granted them free will, they have a power to make that choice. Nobody can make a choice for them. And it makes me feel like somebody is seeing someone who is on the darker side try to lure and tempt in this light being for a setup. They can't even watch it. The angels can't even watch it. Like, and I'm hearing, I beseech thee. I beseech thee. Don't do this. I beseech thee. Remember that you have a choice. Because the angels hold this person close to their heart, close to their chest. The person who's in the darkness has the capability and the power, the real power, because real power is having a choice and using it instead of complying, instead of being a follower. It's standing up for something that's right. But they beseech you to use your choice and use your free will to have real power and stand up and protect this light being who is vulnerable and who is at the whim of the free will of other people. I feel like whoever is in the darkness here, this is someone who has a connection to fire. It could be a pyro maniac, a pyro kinetic. Is that whenever you can set things on fire? Pyrokinesis. It could be somebody that casts using the element of fire, or who can foresee things by staring into it. And they have done that. They've sit outside in nature with a fire in front of them, just staring into the fire. Just staring into the fire as if it was a crystal ball. And do you know what image they saw? They saw an image of this person being in life. And they shook it off. But they didn't forget it. They saw the images of somebody trying to lure this vulnerable person, seemingly vulnerable person, into a trap, into setting them up for a fall. See the snake climbing up the tree? He's peeping that. He knows what happens next in the story. This person sees everything coming. And while she's got her eyes trained on the angels, he's got his eyes trained on her. I'm just saying. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This earth angel is on guard. They do feel like they have to protect themselves from this person because they are aware of their affiliations. They are aware that there have been times where this other person used their free will to not only not protect or defend this earth angel, but to bring them harm, but to act out of the darkness, out of pettiness or out of revenge or following orders. And they didn't stand up and they didn't do whatever it was going to take, 1717, to protect this earth angel. And so this earth angel, in regards to this person and this whole situation, is very extremely protective of their self. They're unwilling to let anybody close enough to them to cause them physical harm. Like I can talk to you from over. You stay over there though. Like stay over there. Sword in hand, just in case. This earth angel is on guard. And she's also not mincing words. She's not messing around. It's been enough of the bullshit. Like this dance. There's been this dance going on back and forth. She's tired of dancing. Her dance card is full. There's no more rounds. We're not dancing around the bush anymore. And by dancing around the bush, too, I feel like there was probably at some point some kind of sexual connection. And this person who they feel like they have to protect themselves from always uses that sexual angle. But really, it is just an angle, and there's more to it than that. And this Queen of Swords in the reverse is like, no, we're not playing that anymore. Like, let's quit playing games. No more games. Let's get directly to the bottom of this, to what it's about, or stay the fuck away from me. But I feel like this abruptness, this sudden wall has caught this other person off guard because they was not expecting that shit. But I don't understand why not. Did they think that they were just gonna dance forever? One last dance for Mary Jane. One last time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in and I'm tired of this town again. Mm. So it feels like there's some kind of numbing agent in regards to the connection between these two people, as if the connection with each other and coming together coming together is some kind of escape from the reality that is their existence. And from either of their missions or duties, it's just like a moment of, I don't feel anything else. I don't see anything else. This is the moment. But it's also like, I feel like this person does not want to get too attached to this person because they know that there's this death plot on their life. In the video One Last Dance with Mary Jane, she's basically like, a goner, and she's in this dress, and he's just remembering her the way that she was, but she's already gone, and like there's no point in getting attached to somebody who not only do they know is not going to be here, or there's a plan for them to not be here, but knowing that you played a role in that plan. But there's a choice, and they're realizing that. Some things were written in the stars, whereas others were written by man who is fallible, who is not the end all be all. I beseech thee. I don't beseech thee. Three of Wands in the reverse. Somebody here, I'm not sure if it's one person or the other, but somebody was waiting for something to come in, and it's not. It's like there's either obstacles or they had some kind of false hope. And one of these things could be that this light being has waited for this other person or for some kind of Calvary or somebody to come. Any day now, any day now, any day now. But it's not. They got left behind. At least that's what they're feeling like. Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love. This could be a past energy too, where somebody waited and waited for somebody to return, looking out the window, looking down the driveway, checking their phone, and not seeing anything. Five of Wands in the reverse for an ending of some kind of conflict. Like, that's all they want is for, I don't think it's just conflict between them, between each other, but it's like this conflict that is involving this larger group that this person is affiliated with or a part of, and waiting for that conflict to be put to rest. That's what they really want. And that is the thing that seems to not be coming in. That's one of the things that seems to not be coming in. But there's two ladies who just walked past me, and one of them was carrying a staff that looked just like that. And I also feel like I'm getting, it hasn't come out, but I'm getting the word empress. This earth angel, who's been kind of left to fend for themselves or on their own. They feel like it. I don't think that they really have. But I think it's almost a feeling of we want to see what she does when she thinks that she has no body. Let's see how she reacts. Let's see how she fights. Let's see what her constitution is made out of. Will she break? Will she crumble? Will she lose control? Will she remain solid and steady? And it almost gives me vibes, like clipboard vibes, as if somebody is making observations. I'm notating it and writing this down. Almost like a study. Because it almost feels to me, honestly, like it feels like a staged event. Like we're talking in the beginning here about danger and this person sending somebody, and oh my god, how they feel like they need to protect themselves. But I also get this feeling of peace, as if there's really not anything to worry about. It almost feels staged, like a bunch of scientists with a lab rat. And it feels like any kind of animosity or hatred or hard feelings that this person has for the other person, it almost feels like this other person is laughing, watching them get all worked up for no reason. And now I feel like I wouldn't cry, but it's almost like relief tears. Like I feel like I'm preemptively feeling the feeling of whenever this earth angel realizes that it's not ever or ever was what they thought it was. And this feeling of relief, not just from safety, but because they don't have to cut loose of this person that they felt this intense connection with. They don't have to watch their back like that. Oh, ha, ha, ha. It's all funny. It's all jokes. It's all games. It's almost feeling like that. Calm down. That shit ain't funny. That's not funny. All right, so the gig is up. What's the point? Because they're trying to assemble a team of people who actually can head on the corruption. Only the cream of the crop are gonna make it. Hence why we had to have you in this maze, in these lab rat type situations, so we could see if you were the rat that was gonna lay in the corner and spaz, or if you were the rat that was gonna find your way out and be eating fat treats, not giving a fuck what any of the other rats are doing. And they also want to see, like, if you're somebody who is selfish, or would you be a team player. They're looking at all these multiple different aspects. Somebody gave them an inkling or a suggestion or a little bit of information that you might be a good candidate, and they're like, all right, we'll check it out. Unnecessary bullshit, and somebody better be making up for it. That's all the fuck I got to say. Where's my reparations? Calmly, calmly, notate that. I don't feel like there's anything else to say. I feel like this is the culmination. And that has been the culmination of the whole fucking thing. So all of this shitty shit out there and stuff, it exists. The corruption exists. The harm and the danger exists, but you're not in any of it in this moment. You're being tested to see if you are capable of handling of having what it takes to go up against this and in a team environment. Like, are you a Wolverine? Do you not play nice with others? Because X-Men, Captain Planet, Justice League, you got to be able to work well with others, or at least know where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. We won't even say weaknesses, but we'll say everybody has their own strengths. And in a team environment, I'm not saying that there's going to be any appointed leaders or anything, but a leader's going to have to know what each situation calls for and how to run it. We ain't got no room for egos. We need to work well with our resources. Well, that's all the fuck I got. All I can say is, and somebody has good intentions. They do have compassion, either for you or for the mission, or both. Um, all I can say is, where's my job offer? Where is it? I mean, I'll work for stability, but get me the fuck up out of here. That's all I can say. I'd like to take a bath, right? With bubbles. When do I get to make demands? We don't make demands, we negotiate. Can we negotiate? I'm just telling you. I don't want to waste your time, but don't waste mine either. I don't know my worth. 333. Because I feel like whenever you're going in for a job interview these days, most people don't just have one interview. And it's like if you've been through the first interview and the second interview and possibly even a third interview and they're still interviewing you, like if you didn't get sent home after the first interview, you're still in the running and there's a reason for that. Know your worth. All right, I'm ready. I don't got no bags to pack. Just come get me. Ring that up. Oh, I also have no fear. So, I mean, but I do have an attitude sometimes. So, please don't make me wait longer than I need to wait. That's all I'm saying.